Traders Roberto. This is a tutorial for the Pro Traders Workshop series. This lesson is called the 1 hour scalp system, and it's a great system to use when markets are overbought and oversold on a 1 hour chart. It's not intended to stay in very long. You can capture 10 to 50 pips, and that would depend on how many pips the market has put in prior to the setup. For example, we're looking at CAD yen. Notice here, market rallied throughout the Asian session. So I count the number of pips. It's about 71 pips. So what I need is two candles of the same color, and then what I need is a color change candle. That would be my first alert. And it will help if you know candlestick patterns, because here is a bearish engulfing candle. So that's my first alert that the market most likely is going to turn around and head south. What I first need is a minimum of two candles of the same color. Here we have two green candles, and then we have a red candle. And then what needs to happen is the market needs to break 8 pips below this red candle. So the body of the candle is at 83.28. So my entry would be 83.20. Okay, and I'm looking for 10 or 20 pips. It's just 10 to 50 pips. I'm sorry. Just depends on how many pips the market had previously put in. So on this trade, if it put in 71 pips, I'm looking for about 20 pips. So the entry was here, and it went down 119 pips. Okay, so a lot more than I would have stayed in, because this is just based on the 1 hour chart. Then the market sold off, and what happened? We had an inside bar. We have 1, 2, 3 red candles. Oh, and the other thing I forgot to mention is that it really helps if stochastics is overbought and oversold. So here, when we had 2 green candles followed by a red candle, and the next candle closed 8 pips below the close of the red candle, stochastics was overbought. That was a good trade. Here, same thing, the market sold off, put in 136 pips, and we have an inside bar. The market's in a downtrend, so I don't expect this to go up too high, but at least it went up, what, 20 pips. Okay, so again, I'm placing a trade. Here's the close of the green candle. So I'm placing a trade 8 pips above that. So the entry would be 82.26. So 82.26, that would be the entry. And it was like 15 pip profit on that trade. There's a trade right now developing, and I actually took this trade. You can see it here. Stochastics is oversold. We have, it looks like a morning star on the 1 hour chart, and the entry was 81.81. Okay, so that's 8 pips above. So the entry was right there. Okay, and again, we're only trying to target a minimum of 20 pips. So let's see if this actually goes all the way up and gives us 20 pips to the upside. Okay, so you need to practice this. You have to go back in history and just turn it into a game, like I've talked about before. Remember, we're looking for the market. A huge rally to the upside or downside here was a good example. The market really took off, right? And notice on this trade here, if you would have taken this one, okay, the entry 83.23 was that candle. And it did not go below 8 pips, so this would not have qualified. And of course, it turned around and went north. But this one did. We had 2 consecutive candles, followed by a red candle. And we need a candle to close 8 pips below the close of this candle. Now, of course, I would have taken this trade also based on this bearish engulfing candle, but if you're just trading based on the 1 hour scalp system, then let me see, the entry would have been here, 83.34. There's your trade. Okay. So again, we're looking for 2 consecutive candles of the same color and followed by a red candle. I didn't put that down there. Does not work during the consolidation period. When the markets consolidate, don't use the system. It does not work. Okay, the market needs to rally, and it would be ideal if it put in its daily range. Then you wait for a color change candle. Okay, and then put your entry 8 pips above the close of that alert. So here we have a bearish engulfing candle. It's a color change candle and 8 pips below, and look at this trade. Okay, so let's see if this one actually works out. We have 1, 2 red candles followed by a green candle, and the market did go 8 pips above 81.73. Let's see if it gives us 10 pips. So that's it for this tutorial, and thanks for watching.